Today I want to tell you something about drop D tuning, how to tune your guitar to drop D, and what you can do with it and what it's good for. First, let me show you an easy way to tune to drop D. Considering you're coming from standard E tuning, and of course you can take a tuner, but if you want to do it by ears, a very good way to do it is using harmonics. My guitar is now tuned to standard E, and I'm going to play the harmonic in the 5th position on the low E string together with the harmonic in the 12th position on the D string. And you clearly hear that interference, that fluttering. And now I'm going to tune the low E string down to D. I'm trying to catch the D while letting ring those two harmonics. I just tuned my guitar back to standard E just to let you hear it one more time. And again, one more time. And take care you listen to the fluttering, how it changes. The fluttering first starts in a very high speed. And when the notes come closer, it starts to slow down. And when there's no fluttering at all, your guitar is perfectly in tune. And now I'm going to show you how you can tune your guitar back to standard E tuning. Play again the harmonic in the 5th position on the low E string, together with the harmonic on the A string in the 7th position. And listen carefully to the fluttering until it stops. This is a very good way to tune your guitar to drop D and back to standard E. And you do not depend on the quality of your hearing. The judgment of if the fluttering is 0 is much easier than to get the pitch right. You're probably gonna use a tuner to tune to drop D, but make sure you check it twice, because when you tune down your low E string to D, it's getting more sloppy. And that means when you are not picking very carefully, you're getting a different pitch from your attack than from your sustaining note. And very often the tuner is not really getting that. Check it twice and then you're on the safe side. I really love drop D tuning. 60 or 70% of my songs are written in drop D. And it's not only that the guitar is able to reach one whole tone lower in the tonal range. In my opinion, the whole character of the guitar sound changes. Let me tell you and show you some cool things about the drop D tuning. First, a power chord is now very easy to play, because the 3 low strings are now a D power chord. And you still have your former E power chord, your lowest E power chord. It sits here in the 2nd position. Because you only need one finger for the power chord, you can make much faster movements now. That would be hardly possible in standard E tuning. And keep in mind, your low E string is now a D string, so all chords that integrate the low E string have the root 2 frets higher. And you also have to take it into account when you're playing solo. If you want to play your pattern you're used to when you're playing solo, just take into account that you have to jump 2 frets higher. But you can also experiment and take another approach to it. Just take into account that you have 2 D strings now. So everything you are playing on that D string, you can play on that D string, just 1 octave lower. So you're randomly getting very interesting results. Just check it out, it's cool. As far as I could find out, the term drop B tuning is mostly referred to the drop D tuning. Means you tune your whole guitar to C sharp standard tuning and then the lowest string 1 whole step down. There's a whole lot of cool stuff out there in down tunings, but these extreme down tunings never really worked for me. I like the standard E tuning, the tension of the strings, its harmonic structure. And the drop D tuning is a good way to keep most of it and even get 1 whole step down. Keeping this in mind, I'm going to show you a drop B tuning that goes along with that idea. Just like with the drop D tuning, we only tune the low E string, but this time down to B. I'm gonna use harmonics again to tune the low E string down to B. The harmonic in the 5th position of the E string should be equal to the open B string when it's tuned down to B. Now I'm gonna play the open string and the harmonic, let them ring together and listen to the fluttering. You might find that tuning a little strange first, but it's very easy to play. The power chord shape you know from your standard E tuning is now an octave. this is a C sharp, and this is a C sharp too, but one octave lower. And you're missing the fifth to have a full power chord, but instead of that you have an octave. It sounds very cool actually. By the way, it's very important for me to mention that if you're playing a guitar with a floating tremolo system, you're gonna have a problem. When you tune down a string, the string gets less tension. Your tremolo system works like this. You have the string tension above and springs underneath that pull in the opposite direction. When the string tension gets less, because of the down-tuned string, those springs pull your whole system down and everything is out of tune. So you have to adjust a few more times to get it right where it belongs. It's much easier with such a guitar like this. Yeah, I hope you liked it. And if you want to stay at the ball, please like and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to see you next week.